Hello and welcome. I'm Rahul. You're watching me on my Facebook page on my YouTube channel, my talk show. And if you're watching me consistently, welcome back to my channel. I always come up with new ideas and try to inform you of latest development, whatever is happening in the real world. Because I strongly feel that if you keep yourself updated and motivated, you know, and aligning your perspective with the societal values, sometimes to get an advantage or to find an edge over others, because if you're not developing yourself, not working on your skills, you will be left behind. And next thing that I want to tell you, for having introspections, for development of self, it is also important that you keep your perspective aligned with the development, personal development as well. Because if you are not understanding how much it is important to find financial security, along with that, your intuition, your creativity, your discernment power, all these things matters a lot. And if you find an edge in this realm, especially in the realm of intellectuality and agility, you'll find that you are on an eternal journey. Whatever role you have got in human form here, you have got that form because with the biological evolution that happened on earth, we got this form. Because I usually say that because of the universal design or the universal intelligence, we have been the part of evolution from a long time. And that is why sometimes I perceive that universe has very deep secrets that you have to know. And once you'll uncover those secrets, you'll align your perspective with the right perspective and development. Sometimes universe throws at you many balls, and you have to identify what's your actions, is it true or is it wrong, aligning your perspective with the universe, because it is essential to look within, to find discernment, to find intuition. If you want to look into the future, if you want to have a calibration of time and spatial dimensions along with your evolution, if you want to navigate the secrets, if you want to uncover the secret of the universe, and if you want to have knowledge of eternity or whatever you say from a long time that is coming, you have to be that apt, you have to be that kind of personality, that agility and that intellectuality should be reflected in your personality and your intuition, as well as your ability to discern and to take decisions. If you're not finding that, then it would be difficult. I would tell you my story. I just want to tell you only one thing. If you are really finding elevation in this realm, because I always say that whatever liberation you want to find, whatever knowledge, enlightenment you want to get, it does not stay there. You have to be someone who can navigate the challenges for longer period of time till your whole life. And once you get enlightenment, once you get the deep vision, you can liberate yourself, your own soul, your own perspective, your own discernment ability, that individuality, that you identify yourself as a human. You have given identity a name by this world, and that identity does not align with the internal identity that has been bestowed upon you by the universe. Once you will discover all these things, this becomes metaphysical, but sometimes it is weaved into the physical dimension. That is what I want you to discover. And once you'll understand that the staying in metaphysical, staying in the unseen spiritual process, if you can stay there and can make the breeze into the physical dimension. 3D dimension is a shorter form of the physical dimensions of spirituality, or the spiritual dimension is weaved into the 3D world, and 3D is the smaller part. Once you vibrate in higher dimension, you will have vision to calibrate, to look before whatever is happening. I have been through a deep process. I would say that many times I got defeated. You have to accept that, because your intellectuality, your agility, your power, mere I will say you, the force that resides within you creates discomfort as well as enlightens the path of other around you. Others may find it suitable, may find it acoustic in listening, may find it better, but some people, for them it will be discomfort. They won't be able to see your intelligence in a better way. They will show their envy. Sometimes they will judge you wrongly. they will come to encounter you. It may happen, but you have to see, you have to calibrate, whatever your action is. How can you defend yourself? How can you be someone who can get out of this clutch, that always beeped around those personality who wants to liberate themselves, who wants to go ahead? Because it is not an easy task, that I want to say. It is very difficult and very intricate, and that is what you have to understand. That is what I want to uncover today. Yeah, in the past I have done mistakes. You will also do, because it is in human nature. You are learning the process, and along with time you will be able to evolve yourself. And once you get failed, maybe it may be that in future you will be given second or third time, that chance that will be provided to you by the universe. It may be, but it may not be also. It is very difficult to say that you'll be able to align your perspective in higher dimension or not, because the doorway is not open for each and everyone. The body that you have got, if you introspect deeply, you see that thousands of biological new, little computers. Biological computers, I would say, these little entities that reside in your body, that is communicating. The message is coming through electrical pulses from your brains to your hands, to your legs, to your stomach, or the little signals that happen in your stomach that gives strain, in your brain. It happens because it is a biological system. It happens. That is what I want to tell you. These little computers, these nano biological computers, are weaving reality for you. It may not be aligned with you all the time, but your own consciousness, your own individuality is different. Is different from that. The body is aligning with you, with your intellectuality, but sometimes it may not align. If you are this, you have gone through a wrong process, or you have destroyed the actual process. You're not standing with the right perspective of the universe. You got failed. At that very time, your body even would not support you. It may happen. I'm telling you that once I classed with an executive, very high class executive. I didn't understand what would be the consequence of that. Not any harm from him. Yes, something I got, but later on in life, when you remember that, when you have vision to calibrate your time and spatial dimension, and the unfolding of events in your life, you will see, you will have clarity. And then I understood what is the values of karmic values. What are the value of karma? Whatever you do in your life, it aligns with your time and spatial dimensions. Whenever you stand, your karma that you have done in your past, it aligns and it provides you that strength. I would not say that the consequences will be very promptly, or will happen. So no, maybe after 2 years, after 3 years, after 5 years, you will have the vision. And one real person I got, I would say he was a famous personality on Facebook. He had more than 1 million followers. His page name was God. Once he came on a podcast show, and he told only one thing that struck me. He told that don't be a dick. Don't be a dick. Now, I am telling you clearly, it is very vulgar to listen to that, but you have to understand, many a times you will be in such situations, you will be right, you will be all together perfect, intact with your honesty, but someone else is perceiving you with a different lens. They're afraid of maybe the little subject don't have such kind of intellectuality or agility, to discern and to take every action aligned with their perspective. Maybe their perspective would be wrong. Very little thoughts it might emanate in their mind, that he would exceed my table, he would exceed my excellency, maybe tomorrow he would be my boss. Why not create wrong action against him? It happens, but it is very little. I'm telling you that you have to fight with the universal forces as well, because many zillions of forces, interacts with you. They look at your life, invisible forces that you won't even understand. Once you'll understand that every signal is connected to your brain, and you're in that dimensions, your secrets are not secrets anymore. They will see you, they will perceive you, or your energy will reflect around you. That is what happens. In Matrix movie, what is shown? Once the hero, the protagonist, hero enters in the chamber of the architect, he sees all around his own figure, and every single figure is acting differently, but his own images. That is what I'm telling you. It happens in universe, real universe. But you have to face that. You don't create such a mess around people. Sometimes you have to be submissive. Maybe your body would not support. Maybe the elements of your body that has been transferred by the real intellectual universal system at that very time would not support you. You will be more overwhelming. Maybe you will break into tears, at that very time. Whatever had been portrayed about you, that you are a strong person, your mindset is strong, yeah, your own conscience would not allow that, but your body is not supporting. What would you do? You are crying, you are broken. It happens, but accept that reality, because it is a tool, it is a process that teaches you everything, that even your self confidence has a limit. Once you pass that, even you don't pass, the situation would arise, the other forces that are finding their spaces in the universal dimensions, they will interact with you, negatively, and that is why they have also existence. So you have to bear that. You have to leave your pride as well, because you will understand exactly that moving along, why God is regarded with the most biggest reverence that you give him. Why? Because you feel that God is such a perfect thing in your mind, that he could not be wrong. It happens. You think and align your perspective with that. Suppose if God would be wrong, if you are, thinking of him, if you are praying him, and he comes and he gives a very strict decision to you. So will you accept him as a God? You will not accept. You always think that he is very kind, he is very intellectual, he will always give you his own blessings. It happens. This is our understanding, and this is also true, aligned with the certain facts. But the universal forces many times also try to give justice to each and every act. It does not spare, and that is why I always say you that this kind of intuition, you don't neglect it. It is very dangerous. If you are getting certain signs consistently, that stop yourself. Suppose if you are speaking very rudely to any person who is in front of you, certain calls comes to you, certain messages comes from you or surrounding you, try to give a little bit of heed what is happening. Then interact with that very person very, very submissively, because these are the signs the universe gives you. Dogs are very loyal, and gods are very, very, very good. Gods are very good. So that's why pay your heed whatever is happening. Suppose something happens around you, you have to see very intellectual. You have to be very intellectual. You have to see everything around. That is what I want to tell you, because many times if you will break the law, you will be given very bad situations in your life, because it comes as a lesson. Don't be a dick at any point of time. Means don't be a stubborn. Just let it happen. Justice will prevail. If they don't have their own mirror to see, they will be rewarded punishment as well in future. They may not perceive at that very time whatever happened, but at their deathbed or after many years of time, when they will have vision, they will count this time. They will see it. It happens. Universe never spares anyone. Thank you for listening to me.